Continuing our journey to explore traditional sugarcane mills, today we're diving into a classic production facility where every step is soaked in the sweat and skillful touch of dedicated artisans. Right in front of us is the sugarcane press, also known as the trépiche. This is the heart of the entire process. You can see how the raw sugarcane stalks are fed in continuously. The machine powers through, crushing every fiber of the cane. The goal here is to apply maximum pressure to extract every last drop of pure sugarcane juice. The leftover bagasse is pushed out and piled up right nearby. Take a look at this flowing stream. This is the result of the pressing. The raw sugarcane juice, still in its natural green-gold color, is being collected into a large container. The filtered juice is then transferred into large, shallow copper pans called tachos. And here's the powerhouse of the mill, a traditional wood fire brick furnace. The fire needs to stay hot and steady. The intense heat from the burning wood is essential to kick off the concentration process for the curate. Now the juice is boiling directly over the open flame. The worker has to stay right there, constantly on watch. He's using a large skimmer to keep removing the foam that rises to the top. Why skim off the foam? That layer is full of impurities, proteins, and other unwanted elements that get pushed up as it boils. Removing them ensures the final sugar has a clearer color and a purer flavor. And now, the moment of real hard work. When the syrup and the batch of candy reach the perfect done point, it takes two strong men. They use their muscle to lift the massive, scorching hot metal pan off the fire. This step demands incredible strength and utmost caution. One tiny mistake could lead to serious danger. And now, from the rustic space of the sugar furnace, let's shift to another workshop, a place that showcases the absolute precision of candy-making artistry. An interesting switch in ingredients. Instead of raw sugarcane juice, the process here starts with refined sugar crystals. They're poured into a large pan that's already got a bit of water in it. The artisan begins what's called caramelizing the sugar. With a metal spatula, he stirs continuously. The initial aim is to fully dissolve all the sugar crystals into the water. And here comes the magical chemistry moment. Once the water has fully evaporated and the temperature surpasses 150 degrees Celsius, about 300 degrees Fahrenheit, true caramelization kicks in. The syrup shifts from clear to a light golden hue, then gradually deepens into a beautiful amber color. The worker has to time it down to the second. Just a bit too much heat, and the sugar will burn, turning bitter. Right when the syrup hits that ideal color and temperature, what experts call the hard crack stage, the entire batch of peanuts is dumped in. This is a race against time. The artisan has to stir, mix and coat every single peanut in that scorching caramel. It has to be done super fast, because the syrup will start hardening in just seconds as it cools. Immediately, the hundreds of degrees hot candy mass is poured onto a metal table. Using stainless steel isn't just for cleanliness. Metal conducts heat amazingly well, giving the candy a quick shock cool from below. Two large spatulas are used to fold the candy. They keep flipping, folding, and pressing the mass. This technique ensures the peanuts are evenly distributed and makes the candy's texture extra crunchy. Once the candy mass has firmed up but is still warm, this heavy wooden roller comes into play. The artisan leans his body weight into it, rolling back and forth, flattening the block into a perfectly uniform sheet. To achieve that flawless shape, the candy block is transferred into a metal mold. And here's a clever tool. a pressing stamp. It compacts the candy down, guaranteeing an absolutely flat surface and a dense, solid texture without any voids in sight. And it's another sprint. The candy must be cut before it cools completely and turns rock hard. The artisan uses a large, sharp cleaver, slicing decisively into long bars. Check out the power in his hands. It requires strong but controlled force. If the candy's too hot, it'll stick to the blade. If it's too cool, it'll shatter. This is a skill honed through thousands of batches. Our journey continues to yet another space, a vibrant street food experience full of excitement. The process here starts very differently. The ingredients aren't refined sugar. They are added to a large copper pan called a cat hive, along with some water. This mixture is brought to a boil. But instead of stirring by hand, they use a machine. A mechanical stirrer is lowered in, constantly working inside the hot pan. Why use a machine? Because as the sugar melts and thickens, it becomes incredibly heavy and sticky. The machine ensures even heat distribution, prevents burning at the bottom, and most importantly, it beats the mixture, creating a fluffier, more aerated texture. The artisan still stays close, using a metal scraper to clean off any sugar sticking to the sides of the pan, making sure nothing is wasted or scorched. And now, the main ingredient joins in. Buckets of roasted peanuts are poured straight into the spinning mixer. Here's a fascinating twist. After the batch is almost done, another round of peanuts is added. This technique might create dual textures, one layer of peanuts softened and fully cooked in the syrup, and another that's crisp, retaining its original flavor. And this is the moment for speed. As soon as the candy batch is complete, the entire heavy pan is lifted and dumped onto a large table, dusted with anti-stick powder. The enormous steaming candy mass is roughly spread out. The artisan works intensely with a massive heavy metal roller. He uses his full body weight to roll press and shape it into a huge, even rectangular sheet. Once again, time is the enemy. The candy needs cutting while still warm, but on this industrial scale, they don't use a knife. Check out this tool, a multi-bladed roller designed to cut multiple rows at once. The artisan pushes hard, creating parallel grooves. Then he rotates 90 degrees and repeats, forming a grid of thousands of perfect squares. As the candy cools and hardens, it will naturally separate along those pre-cut lines. From humble sugarcane stalks pressed by human power to meticulously shaped peanut candy bars, and finally to energetic street-style sweets, we've witnessed an incredible journey. It's the transformation of sugar, but more than that, it's a testament to tireless labor, creativity, and masterful craftsmanship. This is the true value, the sweetness crystallized from the sweat and passion of these artisans.